in this world. There are a lot of things that are beyond our control. But what you do have control over is how you react to whatever happens in your life. What I now know is that we all become exactly what you believe. So if you believe that you can do all things because you have been endowed by a power from on high, given to you by the grace of God, if you believe that, you walk into the world understanding that whatever problems you may encounter, you still have God to lean on.
Nelson Mandela said, "There is no passion to be found playing small and settling for a life that's less than the one you're capable of living." Now, I'm sure in your experiences in school and applying to college and picking your major and deciding what you want to do with life, I'm sure people have told you to make sure you have something to fall back on. Make sure you got something to fall back on, honey. But I never understood that concept, having something to fall back on. If I'm going to fall, I don't want to fall back on anything. I want to fall forward. I figure at least this way I'll see what I'm going to hit. Without consistency, you'll never finish. So do what you feel passionate about. Take chances. Don't be afraid to fail. There's an old IQ test was 9 dots, and you had to draw 5 lines with a pencil within these 9 dots without lifting the pencil. The only way to do it was to go outside the box. Don't be afraid to think outside the box. Don't be afraid to fail big, to dream big. But remember, dreams without goals are just dreams. Happiness is an emotional response to an outcome. If I win, I will be happy. If I don't, I won't. It's an if-then, cause and effect, quid pro quo standard that we cannot sustain because we immediately raise it every time we attain it. See, happiness demands a certain outcome. It is result reliant. And I say if happiness is what you're after, then you're going to be let down frequently and you're going to be unhappy much of your time. Joy, though, joy is a different thing. It's something else. Joy is not a choice. It's not a response to some result. It's a constant. Joy is the feeling that we have from doing what we are fashioned to do, no matter the outcome. Now, personally, as an actor, I started enjoying my work and literally being more happy when I stopped trying to make the daily labor a means to a certain end. For example, I need this film to be a box office success. I need my performance to be acknowledged. I need the respect of my peers. All those are reasonable aspirations, but the truth is, as soon as the work, the daily making of the movie, the doing of the deed became the reward in itself for me, I got more box office, more accolades and respect than I ever had before. See, joy is always in process. It's under construction. It is in constant approach, alive and well in the doing of what we're fashioned to do and enjoying it. Now, the easiest way to dissect success is through gratitude. Giving thanks for that which we do have, for what is working. Appreciating the simple things we sometimes take for granted. We give thanks for these things, and that gratitude reciprocates, creating more to be thankful for. It's really simple, and it works.
You have to take care of yourself in order to have the alignment and the power to take care of others at the capacity that we do. Because it fills the well. What I believe that I do takes so much energy, so much work from heart, spirit, and creativity that I had to be responsible enough to take care of me.
Start sowing seeds of increase, seeds of abundance. No more, I'll never accomplish my dreams. No, I have the favor of God. Blessings are chasing me down. The right people are searching me out. New opportunities, new levels are in my future. If you keep talking like that, you'll reap a harvest of good things.
I think you have to, when you're talking about success, personal or professional, there's different things. Professional, I think it's the people who put in the extra work. I put in a lot of extra work, and it gets tiring. It's not the easiest thing all the time, but I always notice that even within my own industry, the ones who work harder, the ones who stay later, the ones who just are willing to do whatever it takes to get the job done are the ones who wind up going far. As far as personal success, I think, it's about being happy. It's about being good and whole on your own first, a whole person on your own, so then you can share that happiness with other people in your life. And that takes work too. And when you put in that work on yourself by exercising, eating right, doing your affirmations, that's all loving yourself. Then you can be happy because you know that you're complete on your own. And then you can have as many friends and great relationships, healthy relationships, because you will only make good choices for yourself when you love yourself.
I just have seen so clearly, and even up to quite recently, that even I was operating from these places that I didn't recognize my value. And I thought that that was humility, but I was wrong. And it's absolutely not humility to not recognize your value. It's issues with self-worth, and it's issues with things that we all have inside of us that we definitely have to pay attention to and think about and work on and practice all the time. To this day, I have to practice saying, I deserve this. I am meant to have this special moment, and I do not have to feel like I was doing this thing where I would say, I don't need that. Similar to that thing that I did when Carrie told me, why do you say you know my look? It was just a different version of it. It was like a more evolved version of it where I was saying, no, I don't need it to be too complicated. It's cool. I'm just simple. I just need it easy. And I don't need much, just a little this and a little that. And I was telling the universe that I didn't need much. And the difference between recognizing that you're content and telling the universe you don't need much. Because once again, I was blocking off the blessings. I was blocking off my potential to reach a greater greatness.
You can't connect the dots looking forward. You can only connect them looking backwards. So you have to trust that the dots will somehow connect in your future. You have to trust in something, your gut, destiny, life, karma, whatever. Because believing that the dots will connect down the road will give you the confidence to follow your heart, even when it leads you off the well-worn path. And that will make all the difference.
And you will need to find your passion. Many of you have already done it. Many of you will later. Many of you may take till your 30s or 40s. But don't give up on finding it, right? Because then all you're doing is waiting for the reaper.
Sometimes life's going to hit you in the head with a brick. Don't lose faith. I'm convinced that the only thing that kept me going was that I loved what I did. You've got to find what you love. And that is as true for work as it is for your lovers. Your work is going to fill a large part of your life, and the only way to be truly satisfied is to do what you believe is great work. And the only way to do great work is to love what you do. If you haven't found it yet, keep looking and don't settle. As with all matters of the heart, you'll know when you find it. And like any great relationship, it just gets better and better as the years roll on. So keep looking. Don't settle.